Hi, good evening.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you? This is the Park and Rec Commission meeting dated for June 8th, Wednesday, June 8th. The meeting is being held hybrid, in person and Zoom due to COVID-19 restrictions. The following members are present on the board: myself, Jeannie Reed, excuse me, John Wally and Dave DeLore. We will start the meeting by opening the floor to public comment. Is there anyone with public comment? Anyone on Zoom have a public comment? Okay,
We're actually muted, right? Yeah, okay. Verifying.
okay, we'll move on to approving bills and minutes. Are there any that need to be,
Yep,
we
I
have the
have,
minutes, right?
March 9th minutes and May 11th minutes.
Okay,
Those were both the same as online.
Mhm.
Do you have to make a motion or sign it? Or-
just make a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve both sets of minutes.
Okay,
That were
Second,
okay, Dave DeLore motions to approve the minutes. John Wally seconds the motion. All in favor. Myself, Jeannie Reed, in favor.
John Wally in favor.
Thank you.
David DeLore in favor.
Thank you. Motion, excuse me, the motion is approved to approve minutes for March 19th respectively and May 11th respectively. All right. Moving on to our next topic would be the rail trail. And we have, excuse me, Dave Sutton here, who would like to comment on the rail trail.
Hi, how you doing? David Sutton, Supervisor Billy Brown's Town of Southwick. I got two things I got to discuss on the rail trail. The first one was an email I got today from Brooks. Brooks sent me an email today about a bollard at the state line in the center of the rail trail, right before the line where you cross into Connecticut, there's a bridge. He asked me if I'd take a look at it. I'd never been down that far south before on that rail trail, so I took a ride down on my bike and got up to it. I was shocked to see that there's a steel pole sticking up in the middle of the rail, and I can't see any sensible reason for having that there. It looks to me like it's a danger. I could easily picture somebody getting distracted and not paying attention and slam right into that and get seriously hurt. I think Brooks in there, the Friends of the Rail Trail, were discussing finding out if they could have it removed. I'd be more than willing to take it out and seal the hole if that's something you folks decide you want to do.
What was its original purpose?
It's right here. I got a picture on my phone. You can pass that around.
Oh,
I
was
think
that,
it by the bridge, and there used to be two on Suffield side, but they
Yeah.
pulled theirs out and sealed it, so. it's-
okay,
Is it probably someone complained over there and,
Well, the Friends group looked at it
yeah,
and
right.
yeah.
decided to
Did you
do
want to see it,
something.
John?
I
I've
mean,
seen
I've
it
driven
many
by it a
times.
million
Yeah,
times, so
I
I
have,
kind of
but
just
The
used to
yellow is
it.
missing
But
now?
I
It's
can
just that it's
see
in
why
the
it'd be a
middle, like,
hazard.
Oh,
it's like out of, all of a sudden it's there, right?
it was
Right.
to stop
It's quite a wooded area, so at dusk, I'm sure it's gonna be a,
vehicles. That's what it
Oh,
was
it's to
originally.
stop
Yeah, but
vehicles.
Suffield
Done,
used to
yeah.
have two on their side
Right.
and took them out a while
if
ago.
you
and
see how
filled it.
dark the picture is at this time of day, actually, this is a
Mhm.
picture taken half an hour ago.
Mhm,
Imagine it's gonna be like at dusk if somebody's trying to scoot home.
right,
That could be an area where somebody could easily not be paying attention and there's a steel pole insert and the pole slides into that. The pole can be, the lock can be taken off, pulled out, and then the hole filled with concrete.
okay,
Done deal.
sounds good.
So let me know what you want me to do and we'll make it happen.
I make a motion to remove the pole.
I'll
Okay.
second.
John motions to remove the poll, Dave DeLore, seconds it.
I would just say there's no money in the accounts
I
until
have-
July 1st.
I have some bags of concrete that I
Okay.
have to get ready before they
Just
go
want to
bad.
make that clear.
Okay,
You know, what happens if they sit too long.
okay,
Actually, I've got some in my garage if you want to use.
There
it.
you go.
It's
There you
the-
go.
You don't even have to
I'm getting
mix
rid
it.
of mine
It's
first.
it's the stuff, you can dump it right into the water, which is gonna be that much water on the bottom and it'll set itself. You don't have to stir or anything.
Once I get rid of mine, I'll check with yours next. but-
I vote yes.
okay.
Does that
Jeannie
make-
Reed votes yes.
John Wally votes yes.
David votes yes.
Thank you. All right, unanimous decision voted to remove the poll and have it sealed with whatever contents you could put in it and make it smooth again.
All right. Does it
Sounds
matter if
good.
there's a hand or a foot sticking out or?
I don't think so.
As long as it's free.
Okay, thank you. All right, great. That's somebody, if you guys want to let Brooksy know
Free is good.
and tell him that, I'll take care of that for him.
Yeah, I'll send them an email because I got to respond. to
Good, he's a nice
others.
guy. The other thing is over on Point Grove alongside the Rail Trail Air House, there's a strip of land that belongs to the town of Southwick. And we need to put in an emergency access road. This access road will go in, if you're looking straight along the boundary of the hill that's there, it'll keep going straight down, there'll be a couple of trees removed, and then a very gradual pitching road put in to strict standards by the DPW director. That will be served as a access point for police, fire, EMT, DPW, the care of the rail trail by the maintenance departments. And there'll be a gate at the end with a lock that the fire department, everybody will have access to, including yourselves. And then that'll be the end of it. We're gonna take care of it. We're gonna put it in. And we just, if you guys want, we'd like to put some signs on your rail trail that say access road ahead. And this way folks will be aware that it's there and they don't have to worry about all of a sudden
Emergency access.
there's a truck there or
road.
something.
Right.
So it's an emergency access road only.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be good. Will there be a gate up top and down below or just one gate?
Just at the top spine.
Okay,
Yeah, there's no need to put a second one.
yeah.
If they're on the rail trail, they're already on the rail trail.
Right, right.
This way we got them trapped, they can't get off.
And at this point in time, funding isn't needed for anything to start this project.
No,
Okay,
no, the only thing we gotta do is just put up a gate, and I believe we already have a gate,
okay,
so I think we're all set there.
all right.
So this is a town project, not a
Right,
park and rec
yeah,
project.
not a rail, this is not a.
It's not
park
an
and rec.
access for bikes or
Right.
people, because otherwise it would
No. This is just an emergency
need to
access
be
road.
something different.
Which we
Yeah.
could use one down that area anyway.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I talked with both the police chief and the fire chief and director of DPW, and they're all in high favor of it. They've been wanting something along this lines at different areas along the rail trail. So this will be the first one that we'll be able to put in, and hopefully we'll find some places to put some more in. If for fire to get on there, they have to go all the way down Tobacco Road and
Mhm.
cut to a field in order to get on there for a rescue. So this here, it will make it, we can get somebody on there ASAP.
Great.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, and then as we proceed, I will keep you guys in the loop.
Sure.
Anybody have any
Sounds good.
questions?
No, sounds like a
No.
decent idea.
Mhm.
I think we know because we're aware of it because we went and saw the area last week, so we know where it's gonna be going
Good.
in. So that's good. Can I entertain a motion?
I don't need a motion. Because it's not a
Really?
park and rec.
Oh,
Now, this is a, what do you call it?
Thank you, Dave.
A turn of good
That's
faith
what it
visit?
is.
Yeah.
This is just informational, right?
Right, it's
Okay.
informational, so you know what
Yeah.
kind of mischief I'm up to.
okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, any
All right.
questions? Give me a yell.
All right, thank you, Dave.
Thank
Sure.
you.
Thanks,
Thanks,
David.
David.
Still got a
See you
couple
tomorrow.
hours of light. You better get going.
And I'm gonna use every minute of it.
Drive carefully.
Okay, anything else on the rail trail?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that Dave waved to me when I pass him on the rail trail 3 times now. He's never acknowledged me.
Wow.
Me?
Which Dave?
Yes,
Really? Where were you?
on the rail trail,
Really?
going the opposite way of you. Yeah,
Oh, sorry about that.
that's all right. I'll wear a flag next time.
Well, next time, put a stick in my spoke. That'll stop.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
All right, so we're done with the rail
Well, I
trail?
usually do my bird watching when I'm down there. Was I with Kelly?
No, you were alone all 3 times.
Was I?
Busted.
All right, we can move on
This is
to
over like
Wally
a
Park.
year.
And we have on the agenda motocross parking. So we need to come up with a plan on how we're going to do parking, also how we're going to get some volunteers or come up with a plan to get help with parking because it is quite a task for people.
Mhm.
We will take care of the gate.
Okay,
I'll help out. I could do like morning and go till early afternoon. But I realistically, we need probably 5 people between the gate and parking cars?
No, I'll take care of the gate. Kathy and I will do the gate and my grandkids will help.
Yeah, I could
Probably
be
could get a
there
couple
and
more
kind of
there
help.
parking too.
Will you have Kelly there again for parking on the soccer field, or
I,
we don't park on the soccer field anymore?
no, we can park on the
I mean, I
soccer
can
field.
do it, but he's pretty efficient as
But,
far as doing that.
He got all upset last year and said he'd never do it again, but I'll ask him.
Well, I wouldn't blame him. He was like the only one.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, it just happened to be that way. I think that it's quite a task for the board to do with 5 people on it, but also, I was trying to look up the dates. Do you remember the dates?
It's July
July
9th.
9th.
The last race is at 5 o'clock, so they usually come in like early, and then till early afternoon when they start doing the semifinals and finals.
Yeah, it slows down around 3 o'clock.
Right, so we could maybe do some shifts of people so that people aren't stuck all day.
Yeah, I know it kind of stinks wasting your weekend, but when we did Rugged Maniac, I pretty
Mhm.
much did that with Rick, and then we hired one of his kids one day and one kid the other day. And it was
Right.
pretty much just the 3 of us doing that.
Right.
And that was not nearly as busy, but it was still
Mhm.
kind of a pain in the
Mhm.
neck doing that.
So could we maybe do something where we're creative and we ask on the Facebook page for
Mhm.
volunteers?
Mhm.
See if we can get some volunteers.
To park cars.
Yeah,
And the gate, by the gate, you mean you'll collect all the money? Okay.
Gonna turn it in.
Half of it.
He always does.
and we're looking at hours from what to what?
I think we go there about 7 though.
Yeah, it would probably, I mean, if you're at the gate, I mean, I could start with somebody. but
I can
mean,
do the
we-
morning. I think I have something in the afternoon, but I can do the
Yeah,
morning.
I
as
mean, that
well.
would be good. I mean, even if you're there till noon time, but
Mm-hmm.
if we had like somebody at the gate and 3 people to get going, and then
Yep.
a couple more people by 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay,
Because I mean, it's pretty easy to do all the parking lots, but doing the soccer field, everybody kind of, are we gonna
Right.
do the soccer field?
I think we have to be careful about the soccer field because it's still not completely fixed.
so we
As
should
long
have
as
it.
you run them down the sidewalk, it's fine.
Yeah, it's just a matter of having somebody directing and somebody
Right.
parking, because once they start coming in, you get annoying people that just
Go
drive wherever
wherever.
they feel like and
Mhm.
start their own.
Or
lane.
when it ends is when probably most damage is done, when people are leaving.
Really haven't had much damage, 1 or 2 sprinklers, that's about it.
Yeah, because they're usually pretty good leaving. It's not
Yeah.
like they're gonna zip out of there.
No, they leave at a very leisurely pace.
So we are gonna park on the soccer field.
We want to make the money.
All right,
Unfortunately, last year I was out of town. I don't even know where it was, but I couldn't do it.
I think you were in New York.
Hmm.
No?
Yeah, I don't know. But I couldn't do it anyway.
Are your kids old enough to
Yeah,
park?
I think
with
it
their
must have been.
12 and 15.
I've got grandkids I can.
Well, we could always
Can
offer
do
an
it.
incentive,
Yeah, we had a lacrosse tournament.
they
buy
don't-
buy
they
a
don't
couple
use
motocross.
incentives.
Yeah. Well, maybe what we can start with is, let's start with seeing if we can go on, use our Facebook page as our
Mhm.
social media and see if we can get some volunteers. We can do that we can ask for a couple weeks, well, because we're already getting close.
Mhm.
So we could ask for a week or 2 and then we get down to crunch time.
7 AM to what? 5, you said, or 4, or when do you,
Yeah,
and
probably
like,
3, 4 o'clock will be done parking, because everybody that's gonna be there will be there
I'll say
done
4.
by then. But I mean, even if it's towards 3 o'clock, I mean, the busiest time probably be between like 9 and 2 o'clock.
I can offer it to the beach staff too. Last year, I didn't have interest, but I have
Yeah,
quite a
To
few.
pay them, or,
I don't see why not.
We have quite a few.
If we have money in our,
that
they
might
count
be
it as
interested
a,
this year.
my son will be working, so he'll be able to do it.
any other thoughts on it?
I'll put
do
it on
any of
Facebook.
the honor society people do it, or it's kind of off season for them?
I
Or
asked.
or
last-
everybody else probably grabs them too?
Yeah, well, I asked last year. I asked everybody last year and the answer was no from everybody, but I'll try again. You never know. That's all you can do, right?
And maybe it could be, you could share it on, there's a few Southwick community pages
Yeah,
too,
we'll put it on there, yep.
yeah.
It
Okay.
might not be as bad either if we break it down like you guys were saying. So if I put it out there to the staff and the students, like 7 to 11 and then 11 to 3, that doesn't
Mhm.
sound as bad.
Right,
So if we could get a couple shifts, I mean,
Yeah, that would work.
we'll try.
okay. You good with that?
Hopefully.
Let's hope so. It opens.
What are we gonna charge? 10 again? I was working with JB the last couple of days and he seems to think that the rec center is gonna be charging 10 again. But I-
Who do we talk to from motocross?
Yeah, he said he didn't want us to increase the
Stevenson?
price because everything else was increased. And we don't have any
Yeah, but
overhead.
he's making all the money.
He said
just-
everybody's charging $10 for parking. Yeah,
Yeah,
but yeah.
and the other prices have increased, so he didn't wanna.
Their ticket
Parking to-
prices are kind
right.
of crazy. I was looking online for some
Mhm.
of those.
I'm all about 20, but that's just me. I'm the one who raised it to 10. It used to be 5.
I think even if we got a lot of 5s and did 15, that's still, I mean, they've got to park somewhere. It's not like,
Well, we get all the ones that come from Connecticut and the prepaids.
Mm.
We got a ton
we
of.
have the no prepaid
Do we still
signs.
have
Yeah,
that?
it doesn't-
Yeah.
doesn't
Still have
do
the
any good.
signs?
Yeah, because they are still doing that, 'cause we
Mhm.
asked about that.
Who wasn't that Rugged Maniac? Not
Yeah,
Motocross.
yeah, they did. Rugged Maniac did the
Yeah,
prepaid
okay.
too.
Yeah, they don't do many prepaids on, because they need the pits. Maniac doesn't need the pits, so they fill them up.
Yeah.
So how much do you guys want to do?
We'll do 10 if everybody wants to do 10.
Well, he said that's what they were doing, so I didn't know. I mean,
Well, it could be like the Big E, $10 here, $15
Mm.
there.
All right.
That's up to you guys.
What do you think, Jeannie?
I don't know.
that would
I mean,
kind of make up for the, I mean, we're gonna fill the place no matter what we charge. Because there's only so many places to park.
We lose a
That'll-
lot of money with the prepaids at Rugged Maniac.
Yeah, I was gonna
Mhm.
say, it would-
Last year what happened is everybody was full and we weren't, so they sent everybody to us and it was mobbed.
For
That's why-
motocross?
Yeah. That's why Killer got so upset because everyone left. He was all alone.
We made some good money.
Mm.
bump it up, 15.
did the motocross say anything about having to charge 10 or they were just?
We used to have a
requesting
nice
the
little
same thing?
meeting of the fire department, police
Yep.
department, rec center,
Mhm.
school department, and park and rec.
Yeah.
And everybody got together and chit chatted about what we were gonna do and how we're gonna coordinate it.
Yeah.
They don't do that anymore since it has the new leadership over there.
I do have his contact if you did want to talk to him. All he said was everybody else was charging 10 and like
Yeah.
she said, everything else is going up. He kind of wanted to keep the parking reasonable.
They're already there.
Who's the
They're
contact?
not
I
gonna
mean,
turn around.
I don't need the name, but who's the person, this person that said everything else is going up?
I no, it's not a secret.
I
He was
just wondering
from
what their
motocross.
person's
Oh,
status
The
so-
same
is.
guy I talked to
The
last
name
year. I
you
can't remember
said,
his name.
Ron, somebody
Yes.
Johnson, or does that sound right?
Johnson sounds right.
Yeah.
I have it written
I
down.
had it in my email.
Steve Johnson. I'm making up names here,
Yeah,
but
because
did I send an email?
Yeah, when I was asking about that,
Okay,
I think that's what it was.
okay. I have his number and his name.
Are they gonna open the side gate?
I don't know.
They
you
should,
want it
'cause
open?
that makes it a lot easier.
Of course we
To
want it
get in.
open, yeah. Because otherwise they have to walk all the way around. And
Can
then
we ask him?
the rec center becomes the best place to park. But if they had that side entrance open,
Well,
We're
isn't
the
there a
best
ticket
place to
booth
park.
there
Where's that?
too?
I don't know where that
they
is.
did that.
It's at the
Like when
top of
you're
the hill.
Kinda almost
Yeah,
like
it's
where the place
right
gate
by the
is, and
place
you
gate.
walk
Mhm.
over towards the rec center fence.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
to get from their
motocross.
car to motocross? Yeah,
Mhm.
that would make sense. You're right.
And they had a ticket booth right there.
Yeah,
They did 2 years ago,
Yeah,
and it was great.
I can ask him.
Ask them if, yeah, all right, if we charge 15. Not that they can tell us no. We'd like their blessing.
We can call him tomorrow. I can't think of what his first name is.
Mister.
That works.
all right. So we'll just stay on top of that in case we don't have people. We'll have to figure out another plan for the parking. We done with motocross, excuse me. And Wally Park, any other things for Wally Park? Okay,
I don't think so.
all right.
Other than the magic show on June 30th at Wally Park. The cultural council grant.
is the Rotary doing concerts this year?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's in the morning, right? The magic show
Yep, it's at 10 o'clock.
would be good. I hope people go.
I do too. I know some of my seniors are going and
Mhm.
I've heard some chatter on the page, so
Good,
on the forums and stuff.
okay, good. Excuse me. Okay, so moving on to the Town Beach Wilderness Experience.
Yeah, Laura Cook called the office and she wanted to store her kayaks for their lessons at the beach again this year. Last year, they put them to if you're looking at the beach, to the left of the snack shack, and they were out of the way. They seemed to be fine there. And she'll make another donation. Last year it was $1,000 donation, so she was looking to see if it was okay.
Yeah. she
Everything
was no
worked out
trouble
okay last year. Didn't even know they were there.
Do we
Yeah.
need a motion? Because I'm full of emotion.
Go for it.
I'll make a
Just-
motion to
okay.
let them put their kayaks there for $1,000
All right,
or more.
I'll second it.
thank you. We will take a vote. Myself, Jeannie Reed, votes to approve.
John Wally approve.
David Data Laurie approved.
Okay, unanimous decision to approve Laura Cook from Wilderness Experience to store kayaks at the town beach for a sum of $1,000
Or more.
or more.
She's
Well, she said a
generous.
donation. She didn't say specifically
Donation.
how much.
A donation, I should have put it better words.
Just-
Okay,
Or more.
or more. Okay, so is that it for that?
Are they still doing the sand this year?
Yeah,
Yeah, so the sand should be going in before we open. So that was approved. Concom did their paperwork. It was filed and David Sutton is in charge of doing that. So,
Oh, that'll be good.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
yep. The sand, there'll be
great.
sand there. Lifeguard training is on Sunday.
Do you have enough lifeguards this year?
Yep.
Wow.
we have-
Where's it
yeah,
at, the training?
They're doing it at the beach,
Oh, good.
at
Yeah.
the town beach this year.
Yep.
And we open on the 20, we're having a little orientation on the 23rd. The Kev's Foundation is donating another AED
Mhm.
at 1 o'clock on that day. We kind of had our big thing with the other one at Wally.
Right. What day is June
It's a
23rd?
Thursday, and we're doing orientation for the kids that day,
Yep.
just to, or the kids, the staff. Um, And the fire department will be there again to do the hands-only CPR and teach them how to use the AED. So Sue Canning was fine with it being that this year
Okay,
for that one.
okay.
So we will have staff there. I'll invite people from town hall. You guys are welcome to come. And then the beach opens on Friday,
Yep.
the 24th.
Nice, okay.
And there is extra parking too. Did you tell them about that? There's extra parking. Dave Sutton put some gates in so that we can park off of Beach Road. he's working with the DPW about it.
What was
Um,
it, some cleared already?
Yeah, it was already clear that he's just putting, I think he was putting some sand or something over there. To be able to get the staff to park inside the gate to free up spaces, because if Krabby Joe's goes in, there could be an
There'll never be
overflow of parking.
Yeah.
So we were trying to be proactive to get the beach staff kind of to free up spaces for the people going to the beach. So
Nice.
it didn't cost anything. He put some gates up and did we pay for the gates for that? It could have come out of the maintenance
so.
account.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it.
All right,
Yay for Dave Sutton.
yeah,
What a godsend.
right, yep. All right, so that's it for the beach. And moving on to new business, this is, this will have to be tabled
Oh, okay.
because the person who wanted to, or the person who runs the grind didn't think that it was appropriate to ask another nonprofit for a donation.
Oh, okay.
So I said, well, I guess that, I don't know if there's anything wrong with it, but they felt uncomfortable, so they decided that they weren't gonna come tonight. And I said, well, I'll table it, and if you change your mind,
Mhm.
we can revisit it at another time. So
Okay.
that was that.
Okay.
So that's that.
Motion to adjourn.
Is that it?
Second,
I'll make a, oh, you made the motion?
I did.
Or you were asking? I'll second.
okay, so we have a motion to adjourn and second, and all in favor to adjourn?
Aye.